The Philly and Joe Podcast.
This is the Philly and Joe Podcast.
Did you happen to see Motley Crue, Joe, on their Girls tour?
I certainly did, and
wild, eh?
there's a good chance I might see them one more time. They've got a residency in Vegas that's been sort of a stop-start because of some health issues, and I think it's rebooked for the fall of this year. So I don't think the timing works for me this year, but I'd like to see them one more time. I know there's always been the about Vince Neil and everything else. And you know what? That's still appealing to me. So
I'm pretty good. I deal with a guy like H and even you where I will say about a band, oh man, I'd love to see the Stones, or I got to see Sabbath, and then guys who've been around a little longer than me get to say, well, I saw them in their prime. And Motley Crue is one of those bands where I get to say that I saw them in their prime. That Girls tour.
yeah, fantastic.
Unbelievable. And then even the Carnival of Sins, when they came back,
Yes,
they had been apart for years, and then that was the We're Back Together tour, I think, and showed up in Winnipeg, and that was awesome as well.
One of the best memories ever at the old barn was Tommy Lee up in the drum kit, rolling on the ceiling
With the hydraulics.
up like
above
that
the
was
stage.
absolutely crazy.
Oh, I love that. But no, I mean, memories, Motley Crue, holy God. But
Would you go see him one more time?
You know what, Joe?
You're done.
For nostalgia's sake, I would have a hard time not.
Okay.
Like, what was it, a couple of years ago? They were a couple of summers ago. Were they not touring with Def Leppard, Poison?
Yes. Yeah, you were hoping that was going to be a stadium show.
And
it went to Edmonton.
I wanted that to come here so bad. But if a lineup like that shows up, as if I'm not going to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I would see Motley Crue again. System of Down.
Well, it's a sing-along for a lot of the songs now, I'm guessing, but I'm doing that already at the concert, so you know what I mean? Vince is doing his or
He's
whatever.
got that mic in the crowd looking for the crowd to sing along more than he
Absolutely.
sings.
It's like karaoke. It's good.
I was going to say System of a Down in Toronto.
Yes.
Another massive trip courtesy of 92.1 City. And Song of the Day. Song of the Day is Hypnotize, right, Joe?
Yeah.
And it's coming up after 9 o'clock.
Yeah, last hour of the show this morning will get you qualified when you basically need to text the word WIN, W-I-N, to 762-555 with your name, and that'll qualify you. We like to randomly call a few people just to say hello and
Test the mood.
Yeah, test the mood. Have they seen them before? That's the real big question right now. Because it's been, 20 years since they appeared here?
Yeah.
And you got to see them
got to
talking
see
about
that.
shows. I missed that
It
one.
was kick-ass. Test the mood. It's like when you call a party and see who's there. You remember buddies would be like, hey, anybody there yet? Like, is it?
Yeah,
because
we're not showing up
I
just
don't want to
yet.
come before things are bopping over there. Okay. I want to Bone Phone coming up here in less than 10 minutes. I believe we've got the Glenn on the Bone Phone.
Glenn? Are you serious?
I think it's him. Like yesterday, there was someone who was claiming to be Glenn, and then they had that Arnie voice. But this
is it.
This is I'll let you be the ultimate decider, Joe.
Okay.
But it's coming up in the Bone Phone.
I can't wait.
In less than 10 minutes, you don't want to miss it.
Philly Joe Podcast.
The Philly and Joe Podcast.
Yeah, so we should definitely start having, everybody in Winnipeg who takes a road test has to drive down Sturgeon Road. And if you do 50 down Sturgeon Road, you fail automatically. Because, the signs are clearly posted, but for some reason we got a new lower limit today, 35 kilometers an hour in a 60 zone for no reason. There was no giant stack of traffic. The light at Ness was green, and for some reason kept slowing down, 35 for no reason. What is wrong with you people? I can't wrap my head around this. It's insane.
Mm-hmm. When you drive the same route all the time and people are consistently way under the speed limit, Abenoji or Lage, and Joe, I know you've got your routes where you notice it. It's very frustrating, and you can sense it in that call.
I gotta wonder, and somebody might either text us about this. Let's just go with the 20 below the speed limit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it worse if the speed limit is listed at 80 and you're going 60 and being behind somebody like that, or is it worse at 60 going like 35?
I'll go 80 to 60.
Because they're just not getting up to that speed on a bigger thoroughfare, is what you're saying, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like 40 to 60 is more like they must think we're in a construction. I don't know. Maybe they think we're in a school zone. I don't know. What do you think? I find the 60 and an 80 is
I
worse.
agree, because if you're not getting up to 80, take a different road. Even well, I'll give you even 75.
Yeah.
If you don't want to get to 80, you're still below 80, right? Because they say maximum 80. So I know there's going to be people that'll say that's the limit. But 60 in an 80 is probably meaning that you're not feeling confident enough to be driving on that road. Is the impression I get.
So I think, too, there's confusion over what the speed limit is. You get areas in this city where it's 60, 50, 80, back to 60, and it's like, what? What's the speed limit? I've been there.
Very confusing when there's a sign every 2 blocks, though, and you still don't see it.
Gotcha, yeah. Okay, moving on. Underwear was the topic yesterday. Joe is looking for undies, Gitch, that don't roll down at the waist.
Yes, I've already started a weight loss program, by the way, so we can jump off of that.
Well, Dragon Con. The underwear I like wearing is Hanes, and when I'm at home, my rules are my rules, so I won't wear shorts, just my underwear. But anyway, when
Walking around in his Gitch.
someone calls the wife and she says, "Someone's coming over, make sure you got your pants on." Okay, bye.
I love the way that guy, the Welsh Dragon, right? You could tell he's old school. Remember the impression he gave of women at the office?
Oh, yeah.
Back when he wasn't retired. Women are always complaining.
He's old school.
Yeah, for sure.
Love it.
And he walks around in his Gitch.
Yeah.
He's comfortable. You know, it's
Man-made is coming up a lot again this morning. He said Hanes. And Willie Jefferson of the Bombers put Hanes and Fruit of the Loom in the old school category. He said they still work. But man-made is coming up a lot.
He had a lot to say, Willie, about about underwear.
He had broken it down for the whole team, actually.
He did. And if you missed that conversation with Willie, it's on the podcast from yesterday. The Hooligan wants to talk about the race of the century and license plates.
Hello, Philly and Joe. Hey, Joe. Nebo texted me the other day asking me if I was going to run in this race with the bone phone regulars. And I said, well, I can't. I said, I got arthritis in both knees. But I can let my son run for me if that's possible. Don't forget, you guys. He ran 26 miles in over 4 hours. So he ain't that fast. Sarcasm, of course.
He's not in. No way.
And I'd like to thank that fine young gentleman who called, agree with me about the license plates. And just to clarify, my license plates are just the regular ones, nothing personal ones, just the regular Friendly Manitoba, the plain old Jane ones.
Okay.
So, Hooligan, I can put you down as a VIP spectator, but we cannot have your son race. This isn't slow pitch where you can have a pinch runner.
Yeah, no
okay,
way.
and your kid is way, way below the age limit that we're putting on this race.
Yeah, no, then I'll put one of my kids in there. This is not going to happen. You're exactly right. There's no pinch runners.
No, but Hooligan is invited because he's a bone phone regular, for sure. Listen, a lot of people on the man-made underwear saying, not cheap, but very good. And they claim not to roll down. Man-made. And they're a Canadian company. You see their ads come up on your social media.
Well, I saw it on TV last night.
Yeah. Oh, TV as well now.
It's the guys. I was right. Man-made has the commercial with the guy skydiving in his underwear.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, I heard it on the TV, and I'm like, yep, that's man-made. So,
yeah, they got the T-shirts and all that stuff, too.
If you want to skydive in your Gitch, Joe, that's another reason.
Probably a good reason for me. You know me and my skydiving.
Let's wrap with this. I believe we have found Glenn.
Glenn
from the waiting list for the race of the century.
Hey, boys. This is Glenn here. I'm not sure if I'm the Glenn that you guys keep bringing up. I might be. How many Glens are on the waiting list? If there's just the one, then it is me. I don't believe I've ever met Philly, but Joe and I know each other enough to be acquaintances, I would say.
You know Glenn?
Joe, I ran into you at the hairball concert in the bathroom when I expressed that I wanted to be in the race.
What?
So,
That's
I'm not sure if you're talking about me, but I am a Glenn on the waiting list.
That's why this has been so foggy for you.
That's got to be Glenn.
It happened in a bathroom at a concert.
At hairball.
Thus the
I
confusion.
was washing my hands when I was talking to Glenn. I'll tell you what. If that Glenn right there on the bone phone leaves me the phone number. I have Glenn's phone number.
Well, let me look, but
Hold on. If you can check that, we'll have the answer on the next break. We might have found Glenn.
We'll look into it. Exciting times around here.
The Philly and Joe podcast.
Have we,
Yeah.
the man, the myth, the legend, we have confirmed, Joe, through some analysis, research, that the Glenn on the bone phone is in fact the Glenn.
Glenn.
Right.
Yeah, that's him. Met him at hairball. I was washing my hands, men's bathroom, walking out, and I remember it now. Thanks, Glenn, for the memory, the phone numbers. Well, because I don't know. My brain isn't working like it used to, but Glenn is on the waiting list.
How did he look? Did he look in shape? Did he look...
Yeah, he's in good shape.
He's in good shape? Young?
Good enough shape. No, he falls into the parameters.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure we're not what we're dealing with here.
Oh, yeah, no,
because
for
your
sure.
memory's a little foggy on this guy. I want to make sure he doesn't look like someone who can play for the Bombers. You know?
Well, yeah.
What am I getting into here? I'm going to wind up last in this race.
Hey, it's all about participation.
As long as I get a ribbon. Are we getting those ribbons, man?
I better talk to Iron Mike about that. I don't have any ribbons.
This is the Philly and Joe podcast.
I want to play you some audio from Scottie Scheffler, the number one golfer in the world, as the Open Championship gets underway tomorrow.
Yeah, that's big.
Yeah, absolutely. And Scottie, like, you know, he's no Tiger Woods as far as he's a great golfer, but he's not Mr. Excitement. You know, he's, as far as the sport go, he's not must-watch TV usually in his press conferences. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, some would have argued that Tiger at one point was robotic before things started to unravel in his life, and then he really kind of developed a personality. But Scheffler has just got that temperament.
Yeah.
He's got the golf temperament.
That's right.
But he's not lightning in a bottle.
Sure. It's like his play is... He dominates, but there's not a lot of flair. Let's put it that way. And it's like a minute and a half of audio from his press conference yesterday, and it just sounds like it's super interesting. I mean, take from it what you will. I'll let you judge, Joe, but it just sounds like it's one of those regular guy moments where it sounds like he's pontificating with, you know, why do I do this every day? That's sort of the tone of this. And it was like 5 minutes, this answer, but I whittled it down to 90 seconds. Here we go.
Is it great to be able to win tournaments and to accomplish the things I have in the game of golf? Yeah. I mean, it brings tears to my eyes just to think about, because it's literally worked my entire life to become good at this sport, and to have that kind of sense of accomplishment, I think is a pretty cool feeling. You know, to get to live out your dreams is very special. But at the end of the day, it's like, I'm not out here to inspire the next generation of golfers. I'm not here to inspire somebody else to be the best player in the world, because what's the point? You know, this is not a fulfilling life. It's fulfilling from the sense of accomplishment, but it's not fulfilling from a sense of like the deepest places of your heart. You know, there's a lot of people that make it to what they thought was going to fulfill them in life, and then you get there and all of a sudden you get to number one in the world, and then they're like, what's the point? You're like, why do I want to win this tournament so bad? That's something that I wrestle with on a daily basis. It's like showing up at the Masters every year. It's like, why do I want to win this golf tournament so badly? Why do I want to win the Open Championship so badly? I don't know, because if I win, it's going to be awesome for about 2 minutes. And then we're going to get to the next week, and it's going to be like, hey, you won 2 majors this year. How important is it for you to win the FedEx Cup playoffs? And it's just like, we're back here again, you know? You know, I'm kind of a sicko. I love putting in the work. I love being able to practice. I love getting out to live out my dreams. But at the end of the day, sometimes I just don't understand the point, you know, because I don't know if I'm making any sense or not, but am I not? It's just one of those deals, you know. that's why I talk about families being my priority, because it really is. I'm blessed to be able to come out here and play golf, but if my golf ever started affecting my home life or it ever affected the relationship I have with my wife or with my son, that's going to be the last day that I play out here for a living. This is not the be-all, end-all. This is not the most important thing in my life. I would much rather be a great father than I would be a great golfer.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great statement, but he's multi-millions able to make that decision now. I got guys that have had problems with their marriage from golfing, and it's just because they go 3-4 times a week. They're not doing it professionally.
Right. And
but,
they still can't pull the pin on golf.
It was kind of funny statement because the guy is so good, and he goes out and wins routinely golf tournaments. Is almost like, what's the point, I guess. But I don't know. You're not going to see Scottie Scheffler as an Uber driver because he decided to hang up the golf clubs just to do something to pass the time.
I want him at that.
As a retired.
Wouldn't that be funny?
I retired. What are you doing now? I'm going to drive some Uber around. I can do it on my own time.
But that tone that he takes, to me, is part of the reason why he's so great.
Yeah.
You could feel he doesn't put the amount of pressure like Rory.
Yes.
Rory's a bundle of tension about what tournaments he wants to win and his greatness and his legacy, whereas Scottie's legacy is almost like happening by accident. Like, I work hard, but whatever.
It is amazing for a guy to have that temperament still and to be the number one player in the world. But the Open Championship's one of those prestigious events that, you're right, starts tomorrow on a pretty quiet week sports-wise.
Yeah.
Actually.
And if you get Scottie Scheffler for an Uber driver, make sure you let us know.
When he retires.
It could be any moment.
For more Philly and Joe, lock it into 92.1 City weekday mornings 6 to 10.
Melissa, our good friend Melissa, the official baker of Philly and Joe, 92.1 City. She wants to know, when are we trying her soup this morning, the Borscht?
Well, you keep saying we, but this started with you and Borscht soup. I explained to you, as anybody else, I'm a very picky eater. Borscht will not hit this system of a down right here, mine. And I'll tell you right now, I will say this. Melissa was kind enough to sidebar me and make me some homemade chicken noodle soup. And you brought it in yesterday for me. I didn't tell Melissa yet, but I took it home took it home yesterday after the show. And I've
good?
got good. It's tremendous.
Got the hunks of macaroni.
You know how they say chicken soup for the soul is for the soul? Well, Melissa's for the soul, because I'm telling you, it was the best chicken noodle soup I've ever tasted. And hey, my mom used to make chicken noodle soup, and she's been gone for a long time. If she was still alive, I wouldn't be saying that right now, Melissa, but...
Am I saying it wrong? Somebody's...
Borscht. I think there's a T in there.
I think I'm saying borscht. Am I not?
It could be.
Sometimes I lose the T.
I'm the wrong guy to ask.
Anyway.
Chicken noodle soup.
And you have the throat issue right now that's been bugging you for a few days.
I've still got some. She made me enough soup to last me like the whole week.
Yeah, you're good. You're covered. All right. So in 1 hour from now, going to sample her borscht live on the air. The beet soup. And this all started because... somebody brought it up. You guys need to try this. And you and I were like, no, never been a fan. But then I realized, how can I say I've never been a fan when I've never actually tried it? And Melissa said, hey, listen, I make the best borscht. If you're going to try some, you got to try mine. And I got a big...
She's never let us down.
No. How about the butter tarts?
Yeah.
We brought the butter tarts into the office because she with the borscht and the chicken noodle soup, she gave me a bunch of butter tarts to bring.
Yeah. So you're going to prepare this borscht. You got to warm it up here.
Well, yeah, I'm going to warm it up.
I found you a microwave in the building because you got a bunch of renos going on.
So we found a microwave. 1 hour from now, I'll sample it. We'll see how this experience goes. Someone saying, I eat my borscht with only vinegar in it. Rest of my family puts cream and vinegar.
Oh, there's been a lot of suggestions on what to add, right?
Mm-hmm. And then somebody told me, sour cream, a dollop of sour cream.
Somebody else said Joe needs to try the borscht. The answer to that is nope.
The Philly and Joe Podcast.
This is the Philly and Joe Podcast.
Joe, would you rather be able to predict the ending of every movie or be able to influence the plot of any movie you want?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
So you're buzzing along and you think to yourself, oh boy, I'd really like this movie to end this way.
Yeah, I think that's the answer for me because my wife will tell you that I'm pretty good at figuring out the ending of a movie.
Are you?
Yeah, I actually try and do that.
Do you ever pause it and go, I think I know what's going to happen?
Sometimes, yeah. So I think I'd rather influence a movie because that would be kind of cool to be able to kind of write your own movie.
Like a pick your own adventure, pick your
That
own
would be
ending.
cool.
Yeah. I think I would go with. I'm going to agree with you there because predict the ending. Then it gets kind of boring, doesn't it? If you can predict the ending of every movie, why are you even watching?
Why
it?
would you? Yeah.
Would you rather? So you're in an apocalypse scenario, right? The end of the world. Try to survive with a posse, Joe, a posse of strangers, or try to survive alone. A posse of strangers or surviving alone.
No, I like people too much. I've got to be with people. If I was alone, I mean, me and just a pail of borscht during an apocalypse.
You'd be in tough.
I'd be in tough.
You don't want to
I
eat the
don't want to
borscht.
eat the borscht. No, I like people too much. I have to be with people. I think that would make me more secure than if I was alone trying to make it through an apocalypse. Just me.
Sidebar, what would your role be in the posse? Because everybody in that, if you watch these apocalyptic movies, you've got a doctor in there, you've got a guy who, is ex-military that is sort of the tough guy in the posse. You know what I mean? Yeah, everybody's got a job.
Yeah, they might leave me alone, that posse. I really wouldn't have a label or a role, would I?
You would just be
I
surviving.
don't know what I'd be. Just the guy.
Hey, keep the mood light.
Yeah.
Deal with food. Maybe you try to take care of the
snacks. I'll be in charge of snacks. You should have. If you know an apocalypse is coming.
You still got to have food. Guys got to eat. Isn't that your...
People got to eat.
People got to eat. Would you rather, Joe, be a Mythbuster? You remember the show Mythbusters?
Yeah.
Be a Mythbuster or a Ghostbuster?
Mythbuster, because there's history around myth busting, and ghosts, they can freak you out, especially if you walk into one of those houses where somebody has told you, oh yeah, this house is haunted, and then they give you the story behind it. Do you buy in?
Yeah.
I've bought in before on a couple of houses that I've been in, so I'm going to go with Mythbuster. How about you?
I loved Mythbusters as a show. I'm a big fan of that, and I'm with you. Ghostbusters, not my thing. It's just creepy, and I'm like I don't.
I like the first movie. That was about it.
Would you rather, Joe, always insist on paying by check or always insist on paying in nickels and dimes? So
check.
Even if they don't accept checks, you're going to cause no, I only pay in check.
Well, nickels and dimes, the look you get on people's faces now when you have change is you know what I mean? I mean, the look would probably be the same with a check, but the check at least is paper.
Yeah.
At least it feels like money.
You got to
But
act.
the look of people when you say, oh, here, like even now, how often can you go to somebody and say, hey, here's a couple of toonies, go grab a coffee or something. Toonies. Like they're using their debit card. Yeah, so.
You got to have all your change in a Ziploc bag, too. That makes it look really low end.
I used to have, remember? I had the emergency coins for the vending machine in the old building. I had the Ziploc bag.
Did you really?
Yes. I used to carry about $20, $30 in toonies and loonies.
For your Hawkins cheesies?
For the vending, for the team.
Yeah. Good on you. You should have had a checkbook. Vending machines don't take checks.
No, they don't. Well, a lot of places don't.
Would you rather, and we'll wrap up with this one here, have elastic limbs or detachable limbs? Elastic or limbs like you're like RoboCop. You can take your leg off when you want.
Oh, either one could work, but I'm going to go with detachable. I think so, because like if you're on a plane or something,
pull your legs off. Oh,
and then you're sitting more comfortable. You don't have to worry. Mind you, elastic would work in that situation too.
Stretching them all over the place. Think like go gadget arms. You can reach anything kind of
with your
those
feet.
Stretchy.
Yeah, maybe arms, but no. I'm going to go detachable.
That's Would You Rather Wednesday.
Philly Joe Podcast.
The Philly and Joe Podcast.
Are you telling me off air that it's hot dog day today?
Yeah, National Hot Dog Day. Absolutely tremendous.
Hot dog day was the best day of the week whenever it came up in elementary school. I can tell you that much. It was a wild day. The teacher, I just remember, the teacher would make the hot dogs in the class.
Usually Fridays, with the school when I was younger too. I think boiled.
Boiled, yeah. Boil the wieners and
back in the day.
the excitement of that class. Like,
Oh yeah.
And trying to convince my mom that I needed like 5, and she's, because you had to pay for them. Hot dog day,
Yeah,
you got the
you bring
letter,
money in.
the letter sent home, and my mom telling me, well, 3 is fine. You don't need 5 hot dogs. It's hot dog day, Mom.
Yeah.
I got to get as many into me as possible.
Yeah. Yeah. I still remember it well. I'll tell you, it's interesting too because I still like my hot dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I'll usually fry up a couple of hot dogs on a weekend.
Well, yeah. Who doesn't
It's
still
easy.
like? Yeah.
It's fun. I usually have a sporting event on. Feel like I'm right there.
Yeah, yeah. Smokies. You're never gonna like it. My kids will eat the actual hot dogs. Where if I'm gonna go that route of hot dogs, it's got to be some form of a smoky, whether it's a farmer's sausage smoky or a bratwurst or an Italian sausage. Like
Yeah,
throw
I'll
some
do
nice
that too.
Cheese,
Calabrese, bada bum.
cheese smokies on the grill.
I'm more of a hot dog guy than I am a smoky guy, to be honest. But
Burn the inside of your mouth on one of those smokies.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Whether it's the exploding cheese or just all the smoky
Oh yeah.
juice.
I mean, I think to be honest, I think there's a waiver on the packaging for those ones with the cheese. Burn your mouth in theirs.
Every Friday was hot lunch at West St. Paul Elementary School. That comes in from Rager. Yeah, my kids still have the hot lunches.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But it's different now. You'll get the pizza some days.
Yeah.
And then subs. They'll bring subs in for the kids.
Yeah, we never had that.
No, it was straight hot dogs.
It was hot
It was
dogs.
just hot dog day.
And then you know what? You can almost feel the condensation on the bun because it was wrapped in like paper towel. It wasn't even tinfoil.
That poor teacher. The teachers must have hated hot dog day. What, I got to make hot dogs for the whole class today? This sucks.
How about the volunteers with the lunch program? Oh, God, it's hot dog day.
Great.
200 hot dogs. How much water are we going to go through?
Mm-hmm. Do you put sauteed onions on your... No, you wouldn't.
I don't. I use raw if I'm going to use onions.
Don't you find
I'm not a sauteed onion
smell
guy.
like an onion with the raw onions? Like we have a red onion in the fridge right now, for
Yeah.
example. And
Yeah.
you open that fridge up and all you get is onion. You
I'll
can
tell you.
smell up the whole kitchen.
You smell it more if you're sauteing onions, though, because you're frying them up. So that smells in the house.
But
Cutting
then
a
it'll
raw
go
onion.
away, though.
Well, yeah.
as you put 'em
I'll
in a
take
container.
a raw onion over sauteed.
You will, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going sauteed. I just find it takes away a bit of that taste in your mouth, too. I don't taste onion all day when I saute them. That's just my experience. I like them fried up.
Yeah.
They'll roll the hot dogs on the same cart they use for the TV and the VCR at
Yeah, do you
school.
remember
You're
that?
damn right they would.
Nice.
This is the Philly and Joe podcast.
Almost 80% of people that took this survey said this makes them cringe.
What percent?
80.
Wow. 780 City, 780, 2484. Good morning. You got a guess for us?
I guess, Philly.
Mm-hmm.
80%, Phil, of people said this makes them cringe. What makes you cringe?
And we'll get you to turn your radio down there, please. And then, so you can use me or the text line as a lifeline. What
Yes.
makes me cringe? A cut underneath one of your nails.
No, not in the top 3.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Hello,
I'll
City.
get you a bag of salt and vinegar chips. You can put your hand in there from some snack
After you
torture.
cut it.
Yeah.
Hi, City.
Hi, Phil. What do you got for me?
Oh, wow. What makes me cringe?
Almost 80% of people said this made them cringe.
Is it like painful? Is it that sort of cringe?
No. It doesn't affect the person. It's just the person that's.
The thought of your mom and dad.
Though that's not in the top 3, but that would make probably 100% of us cringe.
Okay. So I'm trying.
Maybe the number's too low at 80% for that one.
Yeah. There's 20% that doesn't make me cringe
That
at all.
didn't bother me at all. That's how I came into this world.
Hello, City.
Hi, is it maybe seeing a snake?
Not a snake. No.
Well,
No. Very good. Nothing about a snake.
Taste of Manitoba passes on the line. 780 City. Hello there.
Is it doing something embarrassing in public?
No. Nothing to do with that.
Hello, City.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, yourself?
Not too bad. I was just hearing the question about what makes you cringe.
Yeah, 80%.
My first thought, yeah, 80%. I figure fingernails on a chalkboard.
Number 2.
Oh, there you go.
Nails on a chalkboard. Very close.
So close.
That's the worst.
And really, how many times is that going to happen in your lifetime? You're going to hear that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
just in school?
Well,
like
after school, how often are you close to a chalkboard? You've coached hockey. Do you use a chalkboard? No.
Whiteboard.
Whiteboard now.
Yeah. The chalkboard. They're still in classes, right? The chalkboards?
Yeah.
Have to be. Hello, City.
I think we have one in the boardroom here.
You're at work.
One of them.
Hello,
so.
City.
Hi. Is it teeth on a fork?
Oh, that's bad.
No. Nothing to do with cutlery. No.
Good guess, though.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
780 City, 780-2484. Good morning.
Hi, yes. Is it your coworkers clipping their nails at their desk?
No.
Who does that? Do you
know
have
what?
someone who does that?
How much?
What's that?
Do you have someone who does that in your life?
I have in the past, yes.
Oh, my God. Like, who are these people? I'm
How busy is your day that you have to do that at work? Like,
I know. Like, what the hell?
I'm not doing that while I'm watching my favorite TV show. I got time at work tomorrow. Bring the clippers.
In between meetings. Clip. Hello, City.
What about people chewing with their mouth open?
No, nothing to do with chewing with their mouth open, but it has something to do with their mouth.
Something to do with their mouth, but not chewing. Joe and I, well-known loud eaters. We just I wouldn't say we chew with our mouth open, you and I, but we
sing, hum.
Yeah, there's an enjoyment. You can tell we're enjoying it. Hello, City.
Hi, Philly, please.
Almost 80% of people say this makes them cringe.
And it's something to do with their mouth.
Yeah.
When they whistle, when they talk.
Okay. You said talk. We'll give it to you. The sound of their own voice. Almost 80% of people say that makes them cringe, hearing themselves. You know how you've been recorded before or something? Yeah. People hate the sound of their own voice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's the correct answer. We're going to give it to you. Nails on a chalkboard was number 2. And the number 3 answer, joints. Popping, cracking. You know that sound of somebody cracking their knuckles or their knee popping or something?
Constantly.
Yeah, Phil, you did it for this fine person.
We in this industry, the first time you would sit there and listen to your own voice.
Oh, God.
Like if you did an overnight show and your boss would sit you down and go, all right, let's see how you did. Let's listen to your show. And you have to sit there with them and listen to yourself talk on the radio. It's you get used to it, obviously, but man, when you first start doing that, it's tough. Who's this?
Dick.
Vic, like V-I-C? Dick.
N-I-C-K.
Oh, Nick. Okay, I had everything but Nick.
Words that rhyme with Vic coming up later on in the show today.
Congratulations, Rick.
This is the Philly and Joe podcast.
Be a good person.
Rate or review this show wherever you subscribe and get P&J into more ears.
Exciting times around here. I'm about to try borscht for the first time in my life. Beet soup.
And I am not for the first time in my life. Picky.
Well, I can't harass you too much, Joe, because this whole conversation started with both you and I. This was a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Both of us agreeing it doesn't do anything for me. The thought of beet soup, the thought of borscht has never interested me. It's and then enough of the listeners kind of disagreed with us or started telling us like, no, you've got to try borscht.
Definitely in the minority by far from what our Boston Pizza text line told us when it first came up in conversation. But I'm just one of those people that if it's in my head, see, texture, whatever it is, but if it's in my head and I've decided that way that it's not for me, I will not try.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whereas I'm more prone to try anything.
Yeah.
And I, how can I live my whole life and not try borscht?
Yeah.
So here we are. Got a nice little tour of the office to head over to the microwave and microwave some of this soup.
I heard a lot of beeping going on.
Yep, trying to make sure it's heated properly. And I got it like Melissa, the official baker of Philly and Joe.
Yeah.
Also got some butter tarts out of this deal, which
that was good.
The office absolutely destroyed yesterday. They went over huge.
I got homemade chicken noodle soup.
And you
because I said that is one of the 3 or 4 soups I'm willing to try in life.
There's
There
4
was
soups. What are they again?
Anyway, come on. It's about the Borscht today. But Melissa, I thank you for your thoughtfulness. It was fantastic. I had it last night. I've got something going on with the throat here. But I'll tell you, I'm glad you didn't wear a white T-shirt because I didn't know. But Borscht, I guess with beets, it's going to be that reddish, pinkish color, right?
Yeah, it's got a real pink look to it here. I'm going to just dive right in. It smells wonderful. Thank you, Melissa. Wow.
Let's see here. What do you think? We're still chewing. It's got all kinds of chunky vegetables in there.
I mean, it's tasty. It's really tasty.
That's what people say, yeah.
Yeah, I can see where the sour cream in there. You know, it just seems like it, because a lot of people have said you got to chuck a dollop of sour cream in
And some are suggesting some vinegar, and the sour cream is a game changer for a lot of people on the text line.
You know what, Melissa? I can really taste the dill. She referenced that dill was one of her like most important things in this soup.
Yeah.
Like one of her
staples.
I put dill in it, and you can taste that, and it really you can taste that. It's very good. I'm gonna go 2 thumbs up. I would eat that again.
You're good. She brought you like a
I got a giant pail
of it. Thank you very much, Melissa. It's a pass.
Yeah, definitely.
I pass. Phil is giving it a pass. No, I just can't do it.
Imagine how things might turn for you if you added a 5th soup to the roster.
You know what? I don't think that's possible at this point in my life.
Not gonna happen, eh?
No. And Melissa gets it. She gave me a pass.
Well, a bunch of people were saying that they're the same as you. They won't touch that stuff.
Yeah.
Getting some messages on the text line. Don't get alarmed when you go to the bathroom, Philly. Oh, I guess
the beets could turn your pee a little red.
Oh, that's gonna, me, and I'm a hypochondriac.
Oh my God,
I'm gonna freak out.
WebMD and all medical staff on alert here in Manitoba. They'll be getting some kind of call.
Joe, come here. You gotta look at this in the urinal.
The Philly and Joe podcast.
Hit us up wherever you get this podcast and rate and review the show.
Good fortune will come to you.
Actually, we can't promise that, but we'll cross our fingers.